Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Average Movie Review Podcast. I just watched episode 5 of The Boys. I thought it was actually a pretty good episode. Um, I I enjoyed the little stories from each character's perspective of how their day was going. I thought that was, or leading up to, I guess, to the main point and how they got there. That was pretty interesting. Let's just hop right into it. I think the firecracker story was, I guess, the story of every person who's kind of in a situation where they don't want to support someone, but they have to out of fear. And I don't know if it's supposed to make you feel bad for them, but it didn't make me feel bad for Firecracker at all. She had a choice she could have made. She chose this path. She doubled down on it. She blamed her reverend. She went against her own state, her own little town. She went against her church. She went against her religion. Um, Again, out of fear per se, but you shouldn't fear anyone like that at all. And if you fear someone like that, then let's be honest. Um, do you even worship them, or do you even care about them, or like do you even want to follow them? So her story, I think, was trying to show like how certain people are following a certain someone right now, and they're doing it out of fear or whatnot. But the reality is, you do have a choice at the end of at the end of the day to make a decision to, to maybe take a step back and not follow through. But if you choose not to do that, that's on you. So whatever consequences come your way, you have to face them. Black Noir, pretty much going off on the deep, him kind of trying to figure out where he fits in all of this, right? They brought back Adam, who they ended up killing anyway, which was kind of sad. Actually, not sad. It was kind of coming. That guy deserved to die a long time ago, but sorry about that. Yeah, but they ended up killing him, and Black Noir kind of again losing perspective in the sense of who he is and what he wants to do. He's kind of in like a tight spot. He doesn't know where to really go, whether to, tell Homelander everything or and take the consequences, or just keep his mouth shut and just forever kind of be a bitch to Deep, right? And I don't think he really wants to be Black Noir anymore. I think he's kind of done with the whole shtick, and he wants to branch out, but he doesn't know how to do that. And then they had the Terror storyline, which was absolutely insane. Never in a million years would I thought that I'd see a dog's perspective of Homelander and the dog trying to fuck Homelander. That's kind of crazy. And dreams of a dog fucking Homelander, which is absolutely wild. But this is The Boys, so anything is kind of possible in this show, right? And then Sister Sage's real true plan, which is to pretty much eliminate everybody in the world except for her and a few select few, just so she could have some peace and quiet and read, which is absolutely wild. Ashley being part of that plan, and Bashley too. So again, everybody has their own motives, and like she's playing the long game, which I think is possible for her to accomplish. I just don't know if she's going to survive it herself. And then moving on to the present time, right, where they kind of go meet Stan. What's his name? Soldier Boy threatens Stan with the granddaughter's life and whatnot, gives up the location of the V1, not really, but tells him to go visit Marathon Man, who's played by Jared Padalecki, and Misha is also there from, if you know them from Supernatural. I personally haven't seen the show myself. I've only seen a couple episodes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just never got into it, but I know it's an amazing show. I hear amazing things about it, so it's like a little reunion for the Supernatural fans. And we even got to see Kumail Nanjiani, Will Forte, Seth Rogen, in the most randomest of random cameos ever. In the show, playing themselves, being celebrities, and like I guess it's like a joke on celebrities on how they are, like how they can stand up or like what they represent in terms of like when they're trying to go against like an issue or a topic, like what they do and what their thinking process is and whatnot, and like how they can like support or not support certain people and stuff like that. Again, a hilarious little sketch on that as well. Um, Seth being Seth, which is who's also a producer of the show, and I think a big producer of the show. So it's just funny seeing him there, doing his shit and all of that stuff. Uh, Soldier Boy and Homelander are somewhat coming to, I guess, a understanding of where they stand in each other's lives, and they're kind of working together, and that's kind of dangerous at the same time. Very interesting in terms of character development to see where that goes. So there's that relationship going on. They end up killing Marathon Man, who ends up giving up Bomb Site, who has the V1, but now their whole mission is to go find Bomb Site. And then even like during the terror dream sequence or POV sequence, we get to see Huey and a little bit of humanity left in Butcher, like very little for the dog, but also kind of understanding what needs to be done as well. So that was interesting to see, I think, in terms of that. So that was pretty cool, seeing that he might have a little bit of humanity left, and Huey kind of realizing that. It was a little good moment, but again, we know that's going to be short lived and probably not going to end up happening anyway. And then right at the end, where Homelander ends up killing Firecracker, and she deserved the death that she got because he knew she was lying. And I think it's better to die being who you are than die being someone you're not. And unfortunately, in Firecracker's case, that was her story, that she died and being someone she wasn't, a true believer to Homelander and whatnot, and for that cause. And Homelander saw right through it and ended up just killing her. And what did that even get her? It just shows that like the people that you think that you're working for, or like the people that you are, I guess, like kind of doing all this dirty work for and whatnot, they don't have your back at the end of the day. You don't understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to pick and choose the right people, and Homelander clearly wasn't it. He didn't give a shit. He just killed her. So yeah, that was pretty much the episode. I thought it was a pretty good episode. It was a very interesting episode to give us POVs of everyone, kind of like a day in a life of what they were doing and where they were leading up to the present point, and understanding everyone's motives and whatnot. So pretty decent episode. I'm excited for the next few, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful day.